Hi everyone, Shannon here with Mixed Media Minnesota. Today I am back working on um, the journal that we started a few days ago. I did go ahead and cut out the ephemera, and I have some of it here, and I don't really have a plan. I just figured I would bring you guys along. I cut some of it out, and I have little ideas, but I don't know what we're doing for sure. The tags I cut out and just folded in half. They're in strips, so we could put that over the page, and it can be a tuck on both sides. This one I cut and left two, so we could put it on the side, maybe as a tab on a page. Same with this one, and I did put a little charm in there, the little heart and a rose. Another one here. I'm not sure if we'll use all of them this way or not. This little envelope here, my mom gave me a while ago, and I had it in my stash. And when I was looking for things that would kind of match with this journal, I seen this, and I thought it was so cute. So I decided I was going to use that in here somewhere. And I just cut a couple of the tags from the ephemera kit, and I poked those in there. And then I have a little piece of ephemera window with some glittery roses. This is from an ephemera pack. I believe it's Little Birdie. And this one's from that one as well. It's little poppies. I think it is poppies and something is the name of the set. I can try and find it. But so I thought that was really cute, and I thought I would like to put that in there. This piece I was just playing around with, and it's just the very start of what I was thinking maybe for part of the decoration on the cover. There's a lot, we have a lot to do with that yet, but I'm going to set that aside because I believe that's going to go on the cover, and we're not going to work on the cover yet. So I cut out and inked the pockets or envelopes. I didn't glue anything of those together yet. I did put tabs on the top and cut some tags to go in these pockets. A little bit of fabric and some music paper and a piece of the ephemera. I just kind of laid it on there. I didn't put anything together yet. I just wanted to stitch around those. Here's another one for the other one. And it's just kind of what I was thinking I could do on there. Here's another piece. There's some of the ephemera. And this piece of paper I had in my scraps, and I just liked this, and the colors work well with it. So I just folded it in half, and I stitched some lace trim on the edge, and my thoughts were it could wrap around a page, or we could figure something out with that. Then I went ahead, and one of the tickets I punched a hole and put a little fabric on there with a butterfly and a bulb pin with a couple little beads, so we can hang that on somewhere. I made a fabric flip. My sister made me this little bead dangle, so I just put that on a bulb pin and pinned it on the fabric flip. So it's mostly roses in the paper pack, but I really liked this, and it goes well with it. And then I was able to use some of the, redder flower things that I had, so I incorporated that in with the pinks. So that's our fabric flip that we need to find a place for. This is one of the pockets in the ephemera set and the digital kit, and I cut that apart and inked it, and then that folds over. So it's like a file with a little pocket or a little flip on there. So my thoughts is I cut a couple of the tickets out, and I'm not going to fully glue this flap on. I'm just going to glue the two sides, and then we'll have a little tuck spot in the bottom of there, and then we can put a tag or something in there. And I made a little notepad, just some random papers I had in my scraps, and I just stapled with the tiny attacher some of the fabric, the same fabric that I had in the inside of the spine. So I thought we could attach that right in there, and then that closes up. So nothing's finished, it's just kind of ideas. And then I have the banners cut out, not exactly sure where or what I'm going to do with those yet. So I just cut those out. And then, so I ordered on Amazon, it's 100 postcards, and it was roses. And my sister had previously ordered it. And she got hers. And so I stole 5 cards out of hers, and I told her when mine arrive on Saturday, I'll give her back the ones I took out of there. I just couldn't wait. So those are just postcards, and I thought they would match for journal cards and stuff. So I haven't done anything with them because I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, or, you know, how many of them. So I haven't inked them or anything. I'll do that as I use them. So, but I'm excited for them to come. I think I paid 20 bucks for it, so it is a little on the spendier side, but if you think about it, 100 postcards or 100 journal cards for 20 bucks, and they're so pretty, and they actually have, the, you know, the postcard thing on the back. So once I figured out that, I'm like, well, I'll be able to use them so many times, and they're all pretty. And they have like a botanic pack and birds and different things too on Amazon I've seen. So I'll be getting me some more of those. So, but right now I just wanted the roses one. So let's just get started. Like I said, I have no plan. This isn't going to be probably not a real long video. I just wanted to work on it. I just have, you know, a couple minutes here, so I thought I would just turn the camera on. And see, I was thinking inside these envelopes that we glued in for the flap, I still have to put something on the back here. But they're a little smaller than the envelope. But I mean, if I put some lace on the edge of one or something, I think they would work. And I can always glue this so it doesn't go all the way in there when I back it. So let's just see here. Let's try and find a spot for our fabric flip. Let's do that. I like the blue with the blue. And there's blue in this page as well, and red. So I'm thinking I might put it here. You can flip it up and journal under there. So let's see here. I think I'm gonna put that in there. I like the blue with it and the red right there. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna use Fabri-Tac. I'm gonna stick that in there. I'm just gonna put glue right along the top. When I went to go stitch around those little journaling cards or tags and this, I had black threaded in my sewing machine, and I was like, you know what, there's black in here, so it'll work. I'm not going to switch it out. There's black in it throughout, so it worked. Okay, so we're just going to center that in there, hold that down for a second. I thought it worked pretty well. This is like a muted, almost like a dusty rose fabric. And then we had a more of a bright polka dot fun pink one. And then the blue. So yeah, I thought it worked pretty well. Okay, so then let's go back here and see this pocket here. Let's go ahead and glue that one together. Some glue on the bottom. I wonder if we put that on the edge, if we could flip that. Yeah. we'll try it on another one maybe. Got the glue on there. Okay, so if we just glue this down on 2 sides here, we can have a tuck spot in there and a pocket. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. We could clip it in there so it's removable, but I think I'm going to use this one as a tuck. Okay, I'm just going to hold that for a second. I have a mess here. Kind of move some of it out of our way. Okay, so then in this pocket here I have this one to put inside. So I'm going to go ahead and I have this little clock. This is just some torn book page. I think it's out of a dictionary. It's upside down. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm going to add a little pink in there. And then this little dragonfly was in the digital kit as well. So we're just going to glue him on there. Isn't that funny how we call things him or her? I find myself doing that all the time. I'll call something a him or something a her, and it's like I really have no clue what it is. Okay, so and you can journal on the back of that one. So that one can slide right in there. And we have a pocket in there. Excuse me. So maybe this would be a good spot for one of the could do that. Let's go ahead and ink that up. They're so pretty you don't even have to decorate them. I mean, you could, but they don't need it. And you can journal on the back. When mine come, I'll have to coffee dye some of them. I think that would be fun too. Make them look a little more vintage. I'm using, in most of this journal, I'm using the Victorian Velvet Distress Oxide by Ranger. I did use a little of the, I think it was gathered twigs on some of it. Okay, so we're going to put that one in there for right now. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's see, we have that on there. I'm wondering, this, see, you can journal on the inside of this. I'm wondering if I should just maybe paper clip this in here and we could tuck something on both sides and it would clip in. So, and you could journal on the front and the back of that as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. I just have a regular paper clip here for right now, but we'll put on embellished paper clip on there. think these flowers kind of match those ones. So I'll go back and ink those after. It gets boring watching me ink, I'm sure. Okay, so yeah, I like that. It gives you lots of extra journaling space. So I like to go then to the opposite side. I don't know if it really matters. And so then I would like to do something on this one as well. And I'm thinking on this one, up here maybe or something. No. You know what? In the back of the book, let's put this in there. Let's put that together. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this kind of out of the way for a second, and we'll glue this together. And remember, I was only gonna glue on the two sides here so I could create a little tuck spot right there for those tickets. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue on each side. I'm gonna go right here on this. And I'm gonna hold that for a second. And a cute little nest with the eggs in there. Okay, so then we have a little pocket there we can put some tags in. Okay, and then this little notepad, I wanted to put it in here. I think I forgot to ink the inside edge of this one, so I'll give that a little bit of ink. Sorry, I always ink towards myself. I think I'm off the camera here. Gonna have to put something else in there, I think. Well, when we get something back here, it'll probably, yeah, then it'll hold it. So for right now, I'm just gonna attach this, and I'm just gonna glue that in with Fabri-Tac. And I think what I might do in some of these spots, like in here, is I'm probably just gonna reprint a couple of the pages from the digital kit and then fold them up and put them in there for extra journaling papers in there. So I'm just going to center that in there, kind of. Hold that for 1 second. So now this is going to flip out. So I think what I'm going to do in this one, okay, I think that'll be good. So we'll add something in there later. Like I said, probably some of the kit. We can decorate the front of this. Let's see if I have some fun pink eyelash trim here. Just cut a little piece of that. Let's see. Yeah, just that little bit adds that much to it, and I really like that. So I'm going to attach this with Fabri-Tac to hold the thread down as well, or the eyelash trim rather. Just hold that down for a second. So adds a little texture to it, and it doesn't really take away from the the pretty background either. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do with this one is I wanted to put it on this page opposite of the other one. Now I could put this around the page and pin it on. I could just glue it on there. I could glue it and make a pocket in the top. Or I could make another tuck spot, which I think I'm gonna just do a tuck spot on this one as well. Actually, no, you know what? I think I'm gonna glue this completely in there because otherwise this is gonna be pulling on there and I'm afraid it might come off. I'm gonna glue this one completely in there. Unless, if I just glue around the 3 sides and then I glue the bottom part on and leave the top inside open, I could put a smaller tag in the top. Let's do that. Then we get another little piece of ephemera in there, and we don't have to worry about it falling out of there, or ripping out of there. So we're gonna go all the way along all 3 sides here with our art glitter glue. And then I'm going to go up about that far and fill that in. That should give us a strong hold on there. Because there's a little bit of weight to this pocket with that notebook in there. So, okay, so I'm just going to put that in that corner there and hold that down for a second. And then I am going to grab, let's see here. I know this doesn't match. It's just a scrap that I have sitting over here and it's extremely large. It doesn't need to be this big, but if I don't put something in here, I'll forget that I made a pocket there. So I'm just going to put that in there. We'll just go like that. So that's not staying in there. That's just so I remember that's a pocket. Okay. So I just made a pocket and then I was like, oh, we could tuck that in there. Duh. Okay, so then we have this. I just love nests and birdie eggs. Okay, so this one would be cute on the back of this one. And this is one of the really light cabbage dyed papers, so there is a blue tint in it. We just glue this in there as a pocket or a tuck. Let's do this one as a tuck. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one together. Okay, I'm going to hold that for a second. Glue that little flap up there. Okay. So I'm going to glue on these 2 sides so we have a tuck. And then we'll put our little tag together. To wipe along the edge and get all that extra glue off and make sure we get a good hold on that. Okay, so then we have this tag to go in this pocket. So I'm just gonna put a little strip of Fabri-Tac right on the tag. It doesn't bother me if the fabric is you know, just attach a little bit on here so that it doesn't completely flatten. I like the kind of loose edges on it. So just give that a little hold there. Okay, and then the music paper. I just put that on there. Yeah. And I just inked around that with the pink as well. Okay, and then we have this little birdie. And it's the same birdie as on there. So I'm just going to attach him right on there. But I wonder if we try a little piece of, let's kind of wrap that up a little bit. A little piece of lace or something behind him. Yeah, I do like that. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of lace here. And then the birdie. Okay, I'm just going to hold that for a second, get the extra glue off of there. And then that tucks right in this pocket. And then we have a tuck spot here. And yeah, I think we'll put that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this one. I might come back and put some lace on the edges and stuff, but for right now, I'm not. I'm just going to ink them and put them in there. And I just kind of grungy ink it. That's just kind of how I ink. I don't do that very neat at all. I like the look of that a little better, I think. It's just kind of my style. You can do, you know, however you want to. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then, opposite of the, on this side, we have this one right here. Okay, so we are on the inside of this one. Let's see, we have the birds and the nests and things. And what if we simply hang this tag on here? It's got the little bulb pin. I think I'm gonna put that on the other side though. See this bird again here. Okay, I'm gonna pin that on there. But I just have plain paper clips over here, but I'll put some, I'll dress that paper clip up, and then I think we'll just put that on there. Okay, so then moving forward, okay, I want to see, I think there's a orange butterfly on the opposite sheet. Is this? Yeah, so I think I want to put this ticket on here, but I'm going to put it towards the middle here. So let's go ahead and glue that in there. I don't want it hanging off very much, a little bit off, but not too much. So I'm going to go ahead and rub that on there. Uh-oh, see? Pay attention to what you're doing because now I glued 2 pages together. And fix that. Otherwise I would have had to make a top pocket and close it off. But I think it'll be okay. I don't have my wipes or anything. We'll just... Okay, now it's not, it's a little crooked now, so we had that little dilemma. That's okay, that's how it's going to be. Okay. So on this page here, I'm thinking I'm gonna glue some lace on the edge of this. Maybe you won't see how crooked that is. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't have my fabric scissor over here, so I have to ride this scissor basically to get it cut. Well, that wasn't too bad. That one is so dull. Okay, so I'm going to put some fabric tack on here, and I'm just going to run a line of it on the edge of this page. Okay, and then I'm just kind of center that right over that bead of glue. It kind of fixes them. I had this messed up too from gluing that tab on there, so that worked. And then, see, that looks cute, I think, and it's not hanging out too much, but just enough. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some on this one, opposite of the last one. And then we'll get back to what we were doing. Okay, that's a little bit much glue on the end there. Okay, so and that one's kind of messed up, so the edge of that. So I'm just going to run that line down that bead of glue as well. And we'll give that a trim. Okay, so now where was I? Okay, it was on this one. So that means I was on this one. Okay, so on this one now, I'm wanting to add one of these, not this one. This one I think I'll do. And that's why I put that one in the middle, because this one is more towards the front, so I wanted that to be on the top. And I don't really like the pink with this side as well. So what I'm probably gonna do is go ahead and decorate on this side of this one. But for right now, we're just gonna go ahead and glue that in wherever we want it. Okay. Okay, let's see. I know there was a butterfly right here. So I had a piece of that lace that was ripped looking. So I'm just gonna put that right on top there. Just to tone that, you know, this here is a little bit, you know, more vintage looking colors to me than the pink Then the pink ticket, that's because I had inked it. I inked that pink. Put a little bit much glue on there. I didn't need that much. Okay, so our butterfly. Okay, we're just going to attach him like that right there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we have 2 coffee dyed next to each other. Look at the glue on my hands. I always get my hands so full of glue, it's crazy. Okay, so I have a little bit of this lace. It has pink and, let's see, the lace on the outside, so the ruffle part would be facing out if we put that on there. Or what if we went across the top? Let's do that. Let's just cut a piece. And let's see here. I'll put this on the side and something can be tucked up in there. And we can put something over there. Let's go ahead and attach this banner right on the top. I'm going to come down a little bit with it. Okay, holding that on there for a second. Okay. Now I'm just going to try and get that straight across. I'm not going to hang it over, I don't think. Let's see. I don't know if we just do the little part. I like it all the way across. I'm going to go ahead and add it all the way across. Just going to put a squiggly line there and catch it. Okay, I should have started in the center here so that I can pull the extra off the edge and cut it. Like that. I really need to find my fabric scissors. Okay. Just gonna trim that off. See, this is where I end up by having cut. Okay, so I like that up there. What if we add something? I think I'm just gonna leave that like it is. You can journal underneath of it. Let's glue this down in this corner and we'll use that as a little tuck if we want to, or it can just be a little decoration there. So I'm just gluing on the bottom. Okay. So then we're going to go to the opposite side here, which is, where are you? Right here. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here, but opposite. So I have a little tiny one I'm going to put down here, and I'm just going to glue the very bottom, just in case you want to tuck a ticket or something in there. So otherwise it's fine just as it is. It's just a little extra decoration there. Okay, so on this page, I think I'm going to use this one over here. So I'll go ahead and glue that in there. I'm going to hold that for a second. Then I'm going to, let's see here. I hid my scissors on myself somewhere. It's under this pile somewhere. Okay. Okay, so again, I'm just going to add a little squiggly of Fabri-Tac right along the top of that banner and all the way to the edge. And start on the inside here so I don't have to scooch it out. I'm going to move that up a little bit. I'm going to hold that for a second. I'll snip this when I find my fabric scissors. I'm going to snip that a little bit, but for right now we're just going to leave it. Okay. Okay. So there is, let's see. Our center. Probably just going to tie this in a bow. Okay. I want to find somewhere for that cute little envelope. And towards the front, we didn't do a whole lot on there. If we put that right in there, it's a little too crazy. Maybe on here. I think I'm just going to center this in the bottom and glue it down because it's already a pocket, so. I'm going to hold that for a second. And then in the back here, I'm going to, let's see, I need to find a sturdy page so that I can attach that with that. Okay, that's in there. Wondering if it will be too much if we, well, that one's on there, so I don't want it that close. I would like it more towards the center. Well, that is the center, I guess. Maybe cover up the bird now. I really want to put this in here somewhere. Right on there would work. Okay, let's add that on there. Get that little pin so it's the right way there. Okay, hold that for a second. Okay, and then we have the little charm on there. Okay. So we have this cute little tag on a pin. I am going to go through and add some more ruffles and lace on the ends and stuff, so maybe that's what, when I get one of them on there, we'll just pin it on there. So for right now, I'm just going to pin it on this one. I'll move it after I get a ruffle or some more lace on a sturdier page, because this coffee dyed graph paper isn't the sturdiest. You know, it can't hold much weight on it. So for right now, I'm just going to pin it in there. And then I have to work on the front, you know, decorate in there and fix those up. And a little bit more in here. Put some lace or something on these. Yeah, so it's coming along. But I think I'm going to end the video there, and then I'm probably going to work on it off camera. Because it's easier for me if I can work 10-15 minutes on it and then go and do what I need to do and come back. I don't, you know, get like an hour very often of peace and quiet in this house. But, so we're starting to chunk it up. And then we have the cover to do, of course. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you were inspired to grab your paper and make some ephemera and work on something with me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.